Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, Mini Motorways. And happy Halloween as we go to Zurich for today's daily challenge. There will be double roundabouts and double motorways. It's spooky? I don't know. Does that count as spooky? Ghostbusters! I grabbed a Halloween playlist and the songs have lyrics and it's gonna be fine. This is why we have, different audio levels, right? I don't think anyone's ever heard the second and third verses of the Ghostbusters theme in quite some time. It'll be fine. Or it won't be fine. One of those. Hold on, I have to sneeze. I sneezed. A sufficiently scary sound for Halloween, it must be said. Oh, God. Hold on, I have to sneeze again. God damn it. Let me tell you something. Bustin' makes me feel good. Sometimes I just, do one of those basic-ass achoo type sneezes. And sometimes my entire body convulses. Phrasing. Sometimes my entire body convulses with the power of the whatever all is being excreted from my body. Don't read too much into that. But my point is that one was a painful one. That one was a, oh, hey, my arm just shook level of sneeze, which is a very fun thing to do at 7:06 on a Friday morning, approximately 12 minutes after one opens one's eyes and realizes, oh shit, I forgot to set an alarm. Because I forgot to set an alarm, I didn't wake up until, 12 minutes ago. This is fine. This is all fine. Let's do this. I think what we're going to do is run our blues that way, and then like so. So these two blues right here will swing along this way into this business. And then these two right here will meander their way up in that direction. And that should be fine. Eventually. There will be a period of adjustment, as there always is. Render unto me 30 road tiles. I don't particularly think we need 4 roundabouts, at least not right away. I'm also going to restructure these yellows, hoop them around like so, mostly so that we can run this red into this red business. This yellow business is going to be a little bit angry about stuff for a while, but it'll be fine. Once this car gets back across the bridge, we'll get the bridge back, and then we'll pretty much immediately redraw the bridge, actually. So, no harm, very little harm, very slight foul. It'll be okay. This business has already forgiven me. It's out of pips. Hooray. We still had cars and driveways all through that, so that's good. It is indeed Halloween. Happy Halloween. My costume today is, wait, you can't see me. I have recreated Sabrina Carpenter's look from the Grammy Awards. There you go. Wait, accepted an appealing manner. Hold on, I didn't consider the... there was also magic involved? I don't know. My point is, costumes, yay. Oh, God. I was supposed to have an in-person job today. If you look at the schedule graphic, which I never bothered updating, it doesn't even say there is a gimmim today. Instead, there's nothing, on account of I was supposed to be in Connecticut, and then that job canceled, and I never remade the schedule graphic. But we are indeed here for gimmim. It is lovely. Let's take these two dark blues. We'll use one of the motorways we just got to do that. And then this green, which is a shame. These greens are probably actually going to use these motorways for the rest of time. The other ones, maybe not so much. Let's soup you down here. Bop that. Ooh, gross. All right, well, once we get a bridge back, we can move motorway number 1 and take these beiges straight shottedly up there. In the meantime, I don't know what the hell we're going to do about that, but, YouTube Shorts has decided that I need to watch the entire movie Sully, which seems a fine film. noteworthy thing, very cool thing that Captain Sullenberger did. I don't know. It's a very weird show. I guess they needed to make a movie that was more than just, holy shit, this thing happens. There has to be, like, repercussions and such. And so they got Mike O'Malley to play some federal mucky muck who's, like, trying to blame Sully, even though that's not at all what happened. But, you know, movie's got a movie, I guess. So they got Mike O'Malley and the lady who played Skylar on Breaking Bad to play federal mucky mucks who were trying to make shit hard for Captain Sullenberger and co-pilot not Sullenberger. It's got to feel a little bit rough for that guy to be like, wait a second, I was there too. I did stuff. I helped. Where's no Murphy movie? I don't even know that guy's name, which, you know, I guess kind of proves the point here. Hold on. We can Google Sully co-pilot. That's a thing we can Google, right? If we Google Sully co-pilot, we get Jeff Skiles. Yeah. Jeff Skiles. They did a good job casting Jeff Skiles, actually. This dude looks like Sully. Tom Hanks does not look like Sully, but he is Tom Hanks. So, listen. I understand why they cast Tom Hanks. If you can get Tom Hanks, you should cast Tom Hanks. That's good movie work. I'm not a Hollywood agent or nothing, but I think one of my rules of thumb if I was to purchase a movie studio, and apparently those are for sale these days, but if I was to purchase a movie studio, one of my rules of thumb would be no matter the role, if you can get Tom Hanks, at least seriously consider Tom Hanks. It's like, hey, we've got someone to play, I don't know, Bull Nakano. We're doing a Bull Nakano biopic, but we can get Tom Hanks. And it's like, on the one hand, Bull Nakano is like a 300-pound Japanese woman. On the other hand, Tom Hanks is Tom Hanks. You have to at least consider it. All right, let's take a bridge and consider our doom. Well, that was sad. Now I'm aware of my mortality. What else? What else can we do instead of considering our doom? We can draw a big, ridiculous road to get these grays up over to here via the use of a bridge? I mean, yeah, probably. Is that a thing that I want to do? Fuck no. But it's a thing that we may have to do. So, let's take these two grays right here. We're going to reposition motorway number 1. That's going to be fine. Next, we're going to take these 3 grays right here. And they are going to go in this manner via big, enormous tunnel up through here, and then up here, and then out that way, and in like so. Now that's truly ridiculous, but it does get these 3 houses to service this business, which is nice. It counts as something. Not so much in love with, oh dear God. Oh, game, why do you have to... Game, you can't... You don't get to... Alright, you go down that way. You don't get to have a yellow way the hell over here, and a red way the hell over, and a blue way the hell over... Game! Game! It's being a shithead. Alright, let's see here. We've got... you going up that-a-way. That'll at least get this dark blue satisfied. Can we wait until Monday to deal with these reds and yellows? I feel as though there's no chance in hell that we can take care of both of these in this manner. I think we need to... well, first thing, we need to run... Oh, I don't have another tunnel. That's also bad. That is a graveyard smash. You come out this way then and go down like so. So these 3 red houses will... Okay. The guests, they included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. Son of Dracula, blah. He's Russian. Alright, let's take a bridge, because that's going to be helpful. Is there any way that I can't really get... Well, actually, I could sort of get... these greens to bridge out this way, which in turn would allow me what if you go up this way? It is indeed now the mash. If you have this road go out like so, and we come down this way, let's drop a roundabout right there, and then come this way, drop a bridge, go over there like so. I mean, that's theoretically possible, right? I don't think we're actually gonna like that. Nobody's gonna be happy with this development, but you know, at this point we're just trying to make shit work and stay alive for as long as we can. This started off as a nice fun, oh hey, you get double tunnels and such, but I don't know what that voice was, and I won't try to replicate it. If you go into there, that's actually better. All right, let's see. Now we have a few more yellows over here. Oh, this has gone circular. Oh, well, that's just fucking terrible, isn't it? All right, hold on. Let's see here. If we were if we were to put another roundabout right here about, say, we could then have the reds go there, the yellows go there, the reds come out here, the yellows go down there. And that allows me to kill and murder this entire bridge, which gets me a bridge back, which is nice. And it puts 6 yellow houses on the road to this yellow circle, which is good. It does, however, kind of limit this business to 2 and this circle business to 3, which is a huge, enormous problem that's going to kill and doom us all. But, let's just not worry about that, I think. I think at this point we should probably best just not worry about that. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, next, we're going to kill this connection right here because I have found myself in possession of a few spare reds. And these spare reds will make life... actually, let's just do that. And then this. Because this is more houses, so more houses, more road. That actually does kind of make sense. Okay. So these 3 reds will bridge themselves into this business. These 4 reds will appear themselves into this business ultimately. These 2 yellows are doing effing nothing. But that's basically fine. We got a whole bunch of green coming over ultimately into this business. Buddy, if you wanted to go circular, listen, I'm not really in the habit of telling people that it's okay to go circular, but it's okay for you to go circular if you want. We'll survive. All right. We got 2 blues. We got this red. We got this red. We got this blue. This is a very quick east to west roundup all of a sudden. We've got this red circle. And I don't really have any reds that are presently not doing anything. I do have a few reds that could be reassigned. Hey, look, a red that's presently not doing anything. That's nice. Let's draw... Hold on. How many more beiges are you intending to draw over here? Because if I could... Actually, hold on. With the presence and existence of these 2 beige houses, I can kill this bridge and this exceedingly long and stupid tunnel, which will get me a great many things. Specifically, it'll get me a bridge back, it'll get me a tunnel back, it'll get me a whole fuckload of road. Having received my bridge, tunnel, and whole fuckload of road, this is going to be quite a while until this actually unfucks itself, isn't it? Let's take another tunnel, because I'm going to use one. So... yeah, let's just draw this tunnel right now. These 3 beiges here service this business. That'll be fine. All of this beige nonsense over here goes off into that direction. This blue here, not a concern. This green over here, kind of irksome actually, but still doable. Still doable. That's important to note. All right, you come up here, and then you come down here and grab that. And now you go like so. And I really wish I had traffic lights, but we double roundabouts, double motorways. We haven't seen anything to do with traffic lights, so it's not as though I have a roundabout or anything. So we'll just put what should be a PCTL right there. This in time will be a perfectly cromulent traffic light. In the meanwhile, it shall be a very long conveyance road for these 4 greens and also these 3 blues to get over to here and over to here. Okay. This red house gets out of the way. These yellow houses screw off into the corner. They're basically fine. For right now, everything is kind of sort of okay-ish. We do have a few things that eventually will become problems. Specifically, here's a non-problem. You want a non-blum real quick? We can have these yellows swing up that way. The 5 of you, friend, go circular. Buddy, round yourself right now. Dude, please go roundy already. All right, give me 2 motorways. Now, having been thusly possessed of 2 motorways, is there anything cool that I can do? Well, for one thing, I can almost certainly, I might be a little bit concerned with this, but I think I can go motorway number 3 all the way. Well, okay, it's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Kill the bridge. We'll get these 4 greens right here, just like that. That means we can kill all of this road. Get the greens going all the way over there, super duper quickishly. That's good. Next, this blue here. Well, you might as well join the road now. You've gone circular. That's bad. You've gone circular. That's not great. A couple of different roundings just happened, neither of which is amazing. But it should, generally speaking, be okay, I think. I think generally this is going to be okay. Not really a fan of this, actually. Let's see. Is there anything I can do here? I mean, well, anything I can do for you? Is there? I don't really see anything that would specifically help you, unless we yoink this. Let's kill this blue road right here. If we kill this blue road right here, we draw motorway number 4 for these 2 blues to go down that way. Motorway number 4 goes into that business. That takes some pressure off of this circle, which means it's okay for me to steal 1 and exactly 1 house to further service this business. Also, while we're here feeling fancy, every house gets its own spur. Oh my god, why? Why would you do that? Awful. Truly awful. Alright, you go that way. You come this way. Yeah, we've got... Alright, I really don't want to bridge this, but I don't see a better way to do shit, so... I guess we're gonna bridge shit. Dummies. Butt-headed jerk monsters. Alright. Let's see here. So, we have... I would have to use 2 bridges to get both of these houses, or I'd have to go through this green neighborhood, and I don't want to do either of those. So what we're going to do is... oh. Well, that doesn't actually help me because I wanted to use that blue house to get off over this way. Okay. Yeah, let's just run this over here like so. Run that down that-ish way. Okay. Yeah, we'll put a third house going this way. This is longer. Okay. Now then. Oh, hi. Oh, you're very helpful. I like that, the placement of that blue a lot. The addition of this fourth makes me think that this circle might actually eventually one day be okay, which would be wonderful. Very big fan of that. All right. Buddy, why have you not rounded yourself? You're the most obvious rounding in the history of circles. God. All right. Speaking of circles, this beige circle might be a little bit more doomed than I had given it credit for, which is unfortunate. Let's see here. Okay. This yellow circle is hanging in there. It's got 6 houses, plenty of cars and driveways, all sorts of love and care and support and all that. Good for you, buddy. Stupid support system. All right. You might as well point that way. You might as well point... the greens are fine. This green has spawned in an inconvenient, terrible position. This blue, however, has spawned in... No, wait. I just moved one of those. I thought I got a friendly spawn here. I did not. Okay. Our blue business here is doing okay. This red circle's getting a little bit mad on account of only having 3 houses. Is there anything I can do to help you, little red circle friend? Hold on. Hold on. Something very important just dropped. I'm going to take a bridge. We have 2 green houses right here. If we have 2 green houses right here, that means we can run these 2 greens straight into there, and we don't have to worry about, like, any of this garbage. Specifically, we don't have to worry about any of these greens getting into the roundabout anymore, which is good. I think I still am going to have the roundabout because it would be awkward otherwise to have these blues shove themselves together and get over that away. But now the roundabout only serves to collect and direct some blue friends, which is good. All right. I've got, hold on. I've got a bunch of red right here. I suddenly find myself in possession of an idea. Okay. Let's run this road straight-shottedly like so. That means, in turn, we can kill this road until we get down here. And now these 4 reds can supplement these 3 reds in the service of this circle. This is good. Okay. We're going to get up over 1,500 at least, which is not a great score, but it's getting there. Here's a 4th white house for this white circle. That's going to go well. A 3rd green down here services this business just fine. This supplementary yellow is present. It's about all that can be said for it. Yeah, it sure is here. Let's take a couple more yellows. Actually, I have a grouping of 4 yellows right here. Is there any way that, well, no, because I'd still... Man, if I had another motorway, I could make life a lot easier for myself. But I don't, so at the moment I can't. That is a shame. Is there anything I want to do with that right this very moment? Not... Well, yes, unfortunately. I do sort of have to. I would need... Alright, I'm going to use 2 bridges here. Because we need to get yellows down this way, and I don't want to deal with splitting this road. So we're just going to do that. All of these yellows are going to go off in this direction. It's going to be a-okay. These 2 yellows are also going to supplement these in the support of the circle. I think that'll be okay. This yellow square is going to be totally fine. It's going to have all of its pips cleared out by an emergency influxion of dudes. Influxion? I don't think that's a word. And if it is a word, it's not the word I was looking for. Infusion. An emergency infusion of dudes. An infusion, if you will. Please don't. But if you will, an infusion. No? Okay, fine. So we had our emergency infusion over here. And this yellow square appears to be generally fine now. We have yet another white house for this white circle, which is the happiest white circle in, anywhere other than southern Georgia, I think. Let's take pot shots at Southern Georgia for no reason. Shout out by Peach Homies. Do I have Peach Homies? I don't think I have any Peach Homies, but I do think that Peach Homies is one of the titles of the episode. That'll be fine. All right. This green may as well point up that away. We got motorway number 3, making a very long trip, getting into this business. That would be why this business looks angry. It's just the length of the motorway. We're actually basically fine here. We've also got a few more additional supplementary helpful blues, which is nice. Hey, question. If I was... Well, no, there's no great way to... Okay. This dark blue is getting mad on account of being under-supported, which I understand. Let's grab these 4, and we're going to restructure motorway number 4. It occurs to me that I may have just killed this, but we're going to pretend that everything's fine, actually. You've only got one car coming into you. You'll be okay. Here, give me 2 more motorways. That'll let these cars immediately start running down this way. Okay. Now, this red circle is still mad, which I find odd. You know what? I think I can make this better. Because right now, this is a terrible intersection. What if, and, hold on, bear with me here a moment. If we kill this bridge, if we just straight up murk this bridge, right? Nuke it from orbit, it no longer exists. That doesn't solve this red problem, but I'm working on one problem at a time here, and this is the more solvable one. So if we just straight up murder this bridge, right? We sever its connection to this mortal coil. We could then take that, and now all of a sudden this is one simple long straight road rather than 2 different roads meeting right here in a horrible nightmare fire. So that's good, right? Incidentally, horrible nightmare fire is another one of the titles of the episode. Let me know in comments which title of the episode got you to click on this video. That is the ostensible point of this, A/B testing of titles for videos and such. It's to drive engagement. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's see here. This blue is still a little bit mad. This red is now the problem. So, how do I solve this problem called Maria? I don't have any tunnels, which is a shame because the first obvious answer is to grab these 2 reds, slap them together, and get a tunnel going off in this direction. Wouldn't help. Second is to debut the brand new creative mode only power of changing the color of houses. And listen, buddy, if I could change the color of houses, that would be a lot easier. I'll just make these red and fix this problem right now. But no, that's not a thing that we do here. So, instead, is there a way that I could get 1 more red if I fuck with bridges, but nonsense. I can get this red into this roundabout, and then using my ridiculous road powers, I can do that, which gets that red up to there. That's 1 more red. That's very technically something. I have helped a little bit. Are you just going to be okay, maybe? Like, was it red rush hour when I wasn't looking? Because now you have 5 houses, and that's not a lot, but it's also not nothing. Like, might you just be okay? Could I convince you to maybe just be okay? No? All right, well, that's a shame. Boy, I really could use a couple tunnels. I also really could use a couple more beige houses coming up over this way. Hey, you know what? This whole beige nonsense thing has been fun, but what if we instead don't do it? How about that? What if we just kind of don't? Specifically, let's chop all of this, and I think we're going to kill this road. Killing this road actually is going to get me a tunnel back, which might help save this red business. Hey. All sorts of good things here. But what we're going to do is we're going to take motorway number 5, make it exist, and draw it straight-shottedly up into here, going that way. Man, one of these days, Lee Johnson is going to get so mad at me for the usage of the phrase straight-shottedly, because it sounds just a little bit like his nickname, and also, he's Lee Johnson. He desperately needs anything approaching publicity, including suing a very tiny YouTuber. It's me. I'm the very tiny YouTuber. Hold on. The very tiny YouTuber sounds... Okay, hold on. First of all, the very tiny YouTuber is one of the titles of the episode. Secondly, the very tiny YouTuber is a children's book by the people who made The Very Hungry Caterpillar. They're trying to capitalize on our new age of phones and videos and such. The very tiny YouTuber. Oh, God. I'm sorry. What the hell textual character did you just use there? You fucking bot. God. I didn't know you could put an umlaut under a letter. That's news to me. All right. So let's copy your name. Ban you. Fucker. Okay. Now then. So we drew this motorway. We stapled that. We moved that. That got me a tunnel back. Having the tunnel back means that I can take these reds right here, run them into, hold on, you're taking the southern spur. You are running in here and going in the southwest spur. And now there are 3 more spurs, 3 more houses over here. Also, hold on. Wait a sec. Is this Will Smith? DJ Jazzy Jeff? Huh. This is 6 minutes long. We're not doing that. Now, this is also 6 minutes long, but it's got to be better than that. Thank you, Best Halloween Songs playlist, for being shitty. All right. You go that away in here, and then you go around like so. Great. All right, so we just threw 4 more red houses into this red meat grinder, pretty much. These beiges come up here. This blue is mad. Why is this blue mad other than the enormous roundabout situation? Hold on. It might have something to do with the enormous roundabout situation, come to think of it. It might also just be blue rush hour, because every blue is mad. Hold on. Every blue can't be mad at me. What did I do to every blue on the map simultaneously? That feels wrong. I feel aggrieved. What have you done? Why? What have I done to deserve this other than play a game where this inevitably happens? And then get to a point where, okay, all right. I think I'm starting to understand that maybe the game's just decided it's time to be done. It might just be time to be done. I think it might have just been time to be done. 3,217 commuters over 103 days. Boy, it sure is a score. Oh, let's see here. We got top 10% in the world. That's nice. And, ooh, we achieved spooky victory, which is the same thing as regular victory. Over Samurai Sam. Everyone drop those GGs in the chat. They stand for, ghoul, bah, bah. It was a ghoul game, Sam. I don't know why I suddenly decided that we're all about Halloween puns, but apparently we're all about Halloween puns now, which, boy, is news to me. Oh, hello, our best friend, the Wordle. The Wordle today is scare because Halloween, blah. No? All right. The Wordle today is harm because you will be harmed by my... Oh. It's a 4-letter word, so it doesn't... The Wordle today is blade. Can't be blade. A's not the 3rd letter. There's no E. Blade does not contain an R. This gimmick is running out of steam. The Wordle today? No, it can't be steam. There's no S or E. So, all right, fine. The Wordle today is aorta. Blood. It carries your blood. I saw that green A, and for just one very, very, very tiny moment, I was like, oh, God. It is not, in fact, aorta. It could have been. It could have been. But it is not. All right. We do, however, know that there's an A. It can't be actor because there's no C and no T. It can't be Andor because that is a fictional moon and the name of a television program. Is Andor a moon? Here's how little Star Wars I know. I don't even know if Andor's a moon. I think it is. That sounds right. So there's an A here, huh? It could be abhor. It could indeed be abhor. It is indeed abhor. Nice midsection, sex worker. Sorry. I've already got 3, though. All right. Goodbye, horrible nightmare fire. You will be replaced by nice midsection, comma, sex worker as one of the titles of the episode. Oh, I'm in so much trouble. I don't know who I'm in trouble with, but I'm sure I'm in trouble with someone. Let's play Time Guesser. You voted for ham and eggs. You believed the banks. Okay, so this is just after the stock market crash. Got it. This is the Broadway of Hollywood. So we're in Hollywood, California in 1929. Sounds about right. Hollywood, which is itself inside Los Angeles. Which is... there's Burbank, there's Hollywood, there's Beverly Hills, and we'll go boop. Right about boop. And we'll say 19 Dickety-nueve. 19 Dickety-nueve. Oh, 38. Okay. A little bit further on in time. Oh, well. We'll get there. Next, we've got some folks doing musketry. What's with the musketry, fellas? Yeah, we got, for a second I thought this was a sport they were doing. It appears to be a procession of some kind. It's like a decorative, fanciful, celebratory horsemanship, which is cool. We have a script here, which I think is Arabic. Possibly. We've got MDJS, the... Hold on. Nope. La des Jeux d'Espoir? Is that French? Hold on. Where would there be French and perhaps Arabic? What part of the world would there be? Morocco? Is this Morocco? Hold on. It could be Morocco. We could be doing some weird Casablancan bullshit. Okay. I don't know what manner of Casablancan bullshit this is. And listen, if I was a person who recognized flags, I feel like this would help me a lot. But I'm not. So, listen, we're just going to infer from the presence of questionably French and possibly Arabic that we're in Morocco. And suggest perhaps that we are in Casablanca, Morocco in 20... it could be a modern camera. It doesn't really look like one. That phone strikes me as a phone, and that's about all I can glean from it. This could be 20 yesterday. It could also be 2012. Let's say it's 2017. We are in Morocco in 2017, obviously. Good fucking job, Goog. Holy shit. Okay, I kind of biffed the year. I biffed the year a little bit. I want to give me credit for looking at this signage and seeing, I think that's Arabic and holy shit, that's French, and sussing out that we were in Morocco. Good job, Goog. Now, again, there's every chance that this is just the national flag of Morocco, in which case this was not actually a very particularly good accomplishment, but, you know, details. Next. Adolf Hitler Street has been renamed Roosevelt Boulevard. Good job. So presumably we're in some place that would name a street after Adolf Hitler at the end of World War II. Is that Germany? Is that Austria? Wonderful question. World may never know. What do you say down here? You say 2019-85-S. Well, that doesn't help. Or if it does, it's in a code I don't feel like sussing out. You know what this could be? This could be... Okay, I was going to say that this could be L'Arc de Triomphe, but no, you'd be able to, like, see through it and there wouldn't be obviously ruined, bombed out, burned building. Okay, the fact that this building has been bombed to shit back here tells me that this is Berlin rather than, like, Austria or something. It's entirely possible that there were... Hold on.
Hear ye. Let the record show that this viewer was here first.
Samurai Zab was here first. Or perhaps today it's a Scaremurai Scream was here first. Blah. It's awful. Okay, so... It was like conceivable to me that someplace in Austria would be gently encouraged to name things after Hitler. Instead, I think perhaps this is Berlin, so we shall go to Berlin in 1945. You come in here. No points will be awarded. Actually, very many points will be awarded for guessing the video game whose battle theme I just duded my way through. It is, in fact... God damn it, the German town of Krefeld. Okay, fine. The street was later renamed to Rheinstraub. Well, that's nice. And it was indeed 1945. Good job, Goog. Next, we have the Buffet Restauration. That's nice. I should probably not say that with a French accent. Sam got a zilch on the year because he couldn't get over how high quality the photo was. That was a good photo. That was a very impressive photo. It was very well done, but no, it was 1945 they did that. Several years before this picture was taken. This is from the 70s. One wonders where, but we'll get there. This is the Detska. Okay. The Detska Kukrarin, where you can get your Maj. Okay. Let's see here. We got dudes with the long hair and jackets and such, and here's another Restauracia. Man, y'all got all sorts of weird accents here, language. Like, all right, I'm very familiar with this one, and I'm sure, like, what's with the curvy letters over consonants? What language has the curvy swoops over consonants as part of their deal here? I'm not familiar with the curvy swoops over consonants. Probably supposed to be our giveaway here, that's what's going on here. I don't know. Is this Poland? I feel bad always just assuming that any weird European thing I see is Poland, but it is possible that any weird European thing I see is Poland. Do we want to say Warsaw, Poland, 1974? I feel pretty good about Warsaw, Poland, 1974. Yeah, okay, sure. It's entirely possible that this is Czechoslovakia or something, but, you know. It's what happened yesterday. We tried to go to Warsaw, wound up in Czechia. We are in Warsaw, Poland. It is 1974. Right? 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 We're in Bratislava, Slovakia in 1974. Good job, Goog. Good job on the year, Goog. As to the Europeanity of it all, not so good job, Goog. But, you know, if you keep guessing Poland and it keeps wind up being the former Czechoslovakia, you're basically fine. You're basically fine. All right. Next, we have, well, this appears to be either the opening or closing ceremony of Le Tour de France. These gentlemen here are being handshaken and congratulated. They're from different teams, it looks like. Like these two are from Lokomotiv, and this guy's from Magnet. And okay, huh? So the question becomes: Are we in Mulhouse in France at the beginning of the tour, or are we in Paris at the end of the tour? Or could they just be having some weird ceremony in Paris to mark the beginning of the tour? That is entirely possible. We're going to say that we are in Paris, France, and the year is a good question. I'm feeling early 50s. 1951. Yeah. Paris, France, 1951. Is there a particular reason I went 51? The haircuts, the fact that it's post-war, Like, this is very clearly post WW2. We're clear of that. We're not doing that nonsense. Yeah. Is Paris, France? It's 52 here. Let's push it up one more year modern, just in case I'm wrong about stuff. It's Paris, France, 1952. It is, in fact, the Mulhouse, France. Okay, so it's the start of the tour, 1959. We take those. Final score, 40,916. Good job in general. Defeated Sam twice today in Time Guesser and Wordle. I don't believe we'll be defeating Sam in the Immaculate Grid. That's not a thing that happens. Sam is a person who challenges himself on the Immaculate Grid to get single-digit rarity scores. I am a person who challenges myself on the Immaculate Grid to get an Immaculate Grid. So, yeah. A dude who pitched for the Seattle Mariners. Oh, for today's Immaculate Grid, we need Twins and Mets and Mariners and White Sox and dudes would only played for one team, which means we can bust out our favorite deep cut. A Chicago White Sox player who played for the New York Mets is Alejandro De Aza. Haha. Dude who played for the Mets and only the Mets is... Oh, let's name one of the awful many terrible Mets pitchers. Did Blade Tidwell make the majors for the Giants after he got traded? Probably. Let's not say Blade Tidwell. Jonah Tong. Not quite a deep cut, but... Oh, did the Mets have some horrible rando? I mean, they had several horrible randos, but most of their horrible randos were horrible journeyman randos. Could say Rico Garcia, but I think he had made the bigs with other teams before he came to the Mets. So, yeah, all right. Jonah Tong. Jonah Tong is a New York Met who has only played for the New York Mets. See, his baseball cap doesn't even have New York Mets. It's from Brooklyn. Good God. Get a new photo, Jonah. A Minnesota Twin who only played for the Twins is Byron Buxton. And a dude who had an ERA under 3 in a season and only pitched for one team. Ooh. Was Jacob Mizorowski under an ERA of 3 this year? I don't think so. Nolan McLean probably was, though. Right? Yeah, Nolan McLean had an ERA under 3 and only pitched for one team on account of making his debut for the Mets this year. Nolan McLean. Dude with an ERA under 3 who has only played for one team. Now then, Mariner who played for the New York Mets is Mike Cameron. It's totally factually accurate. Mariner who had an ERA under 3 in a season is Randy Johnson. And probably... I'm trying to think if they had any, dominant closers. The Mariners ever had, a dominant closer? I mean, probably. But... And I'm sure they've had random relievers just happen to have very good seasons. Mike Myers was a Mariner. Jamie Moyer, for that matter, was a Mariner. But Jamie Moyer was not going to have an ERA under 3. No, that was not Jamie Moyer's bag, baby. Jamie Moyer's bag, baby, was throwing 87-mile-an-hour fastballs for 30 years. He did that. He also did not play for the Padres. Well, the Padres aren't on this grid, so good. He was a Mariner. It's a factual statement. He was not a Mariner and a Twin, nor was he a Mariner who had an ERA under 3 in a season. So, probably shouldn't say that. We should probably just take the layup. How much of a layup is it? Because Randy Johnson was always kind of wild and homer prone and kind of got the shit beaten out of him sometimes. It's fine. He got there once. You only need to get there once. A Chicago White Sox pitcher who had an ERA under 3 in a season is the late pretty damn good Bobby Jenks. And now we must name some Minnesota Twins. All right. Oh, God. A dude who played for the Twins and the White Sox is Mike McFarland. No, that's not correct. Kurt Leskanik. Incorrect. Dude who played for the Twins and Mariners is Eddie Guardado. Everyday Eddie Guardado, Twin and Mariner. There you go. Now, oh, wait. Dude, there's a fucking button that I use a fair whack at time. James Howard Thom, a Twin who played for the White Sox. Oh, rarity score 105. That is a shame. He was a good closer for the Mariners. I don't remember him being a closer for the Mariners. I remember him as the closer for the Twins. But he may well have been a Seattle Mariner who had an ERA under 3. I did consider him for the square, but I didn't say him out loud. So, oh well. Oh, pretty good. Honestly, particularly for me, I'm going to be happy with this. This is a pretty good showing today. You know, we've got 7 single digits. 6 of these as single digits, one of which under 1%. We take those. Those are some relatively comparatively deep cuts. Good job, Goog. All right, folks, that is going to do it for us here today on Good Morning Mini Motorways. I believe that I will be back on Monday. I don't think I have an in-person job scheduled for Monday. I think I have 3 in-person gigs scheduled for next week, though. So we'll see. Watch the Discord server. Watch the YouTube. Hades videos are coming in a couple of weeks. There's like a 2% chance that I still feel like streaming Hades later tonight. I might just stream some Hades 2 later tonight. I know it's Halloween, and it's Friday night. So those are bad ideas, but I might just feel like playing Hades 2. We'll see. Have a good day, everybody. No promises. Check the Discord, all that stuff. Happy Halloween. Bye.